Just when you think you have the latest computer, you don't. But for $37 a month, get an Intel Pentium 3 processor and a free color printer with the Gateway PC. And with the YourWare program, trade it in toward the purchase of a new one after 2 years. Call 1-800-GATEWAY.
And here we are now, folks. It's hard to believe that 20 years ago, on June 28th, 2000, that Gateway Inc. would put together this E-4200 at their factory, not knowing the legend that it would hold today. This computer has been through a lot in its lifetime. When it was first bought by the elementary school, Windows XP was installed. It was moved to the lower grade elementary school, which I didn't mention, and the little skit that I made. And then it was put into storage, and in February of 2015, it was powered up one time according to all of the logs on it. And I bet they were doing that just to see if it still worked. Then it was tossed at the beginning of 2016 or late 2015. And then I got it from the junkyard, rebuilt it in June of 2016. And this year, I recovered some of the files on it, and here it stands today. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and switch around the camera. We're going to go ahead and power it up, explore some of the stuff that's on it, and hook it up to the internet and explore some of old websites that I used to use back in elementary school. Let's get to it. Okay guys, so here we have the Gateway E-4200 and it's almost 100% former brilliance. I wasn't able to go to the elementary school that it came from and seek permission to take pictures or make a video of it in there due to all of the corona. There's more cases than there was in COVID-19, but there's no more lockdowns, so I don't think there's going to be a second season. Anyways, back to the Gateway E-4200. I currently have it set up to access internet. Peep the wireless adapter sitting on top of it, because I can't use Ethernet for right now, but what we're going to be doing is we're going to explore some old websites and stuff on it that was on this computer, as well as look at some of the applications that were on it, but most of them are pretty useless since this thing was linked to a Citrix server. So let's go ahead and power it up. Got the speakers. Let's go ahead and turn the monitor on. Alright, you can hear the coil kicking in. Let's go ahead and power up the computer. Quantum hard drives, gotta love them. But right now I think this computer has reverted back to its original specs. 128 megabytes of RAM, and nothing else has pretty much changed. I think the CD-ROM drive is starting to have problems due to the eject button not working sometimes, but whenever I can, I'm going to find another one that's the same model. But due to the junkyard not dealing with computer stuffs anymore, if y'all watch my video in early 2019 of it, they don't have much computers anymore, and since then they've got rid of all of them and recycled them. So my options are very limited. And if y'all just saw, I tried to skip it, but there was a little friendly message that popped up every time that we got on these school computers saying that all LAN and stuff is monitored by the school system. And right here we have the user account that it was used with. Oh, let's see if I can remember the password. I missed it. There we go. Oh yeah, gotta love it, the Windows XP startup sound. This is one thing I don't remember on these computers. I don't remember them not having wallpapers, because back when I was in kindergarten or first grade, I vaguely remember using one of these Gateway E-4200s, because there was one in my first grade classroom, and I think I used it one time, or they got rid of it when I was about to, when I first got into first grade. But we're going to go ahead and explore some of what's on this computer. So, let's see. Here we have Acrobat 7.0. Let's see if it works. The application failed to initialize properly. Nice. Program Neighborhood Agent, which is Citrix. Let's go ahead and see if we can log on. Actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna have to go into the administrator account because it's not wanting to connect to the internet. And we're on the internet. So some of the applications that were on this thing were, as I said, Adobe Acrobat Reader, Citrix, Athena, whatever the heck that is, Athena Circle, or Circulation. I've never heard of that. Cornerstone, Essential Skills, Basic Skills Series. I have no idea what most of this stuff is. Macromedia Studio MX 2004, I know what that is. MS Office 2003. Photoshop 7, I remember that. Read Naturally, Renaissance Learning, that takes me way back. Let me know if any of you guys used Renaissance Learning or Accelerated Reader, because that was my elementary school in a nutshell.
River Deep and Edmark series. Nice. Secure CRT. I have no idea what that is. Skills Bank 5, STI. Let's see what this is. TNT Math. Nice. Knowledge Works. Applications. Type to Learn. I vaguely remember that. Exit. I don't even remember that. Yeah, Acrobat 8. Nice. Angus Lab. C Cleaner. Google Earth, I remember that. Math Blaster, I don't remember that, it must be pretty vintage. Sketchpad, Student Writing Center, Zappograph, and Windows Media Player. The rest of them are just standard applications, but I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this because this is actually kind of funny. If y'all see, right over towards the end, those are pre-Windows XP icons for Notepad and Paint and Clock. That's funny. So that makes me think this thing might have had Windows 2000 on it maybe, or Windows 98 because that's what it came with, but what do I know other than the fact it had Windows XP? Yeah, let's go ahead and sign back out. Actually, before that, let's go ahead and see more of the applications that it had on it. Go to the program files. Belkin, that's what I had on here. Toy Story 2, Ready for Math with Pooh. I don't remember those, but Desktop Authority. Blocked websites galore. Have iTunes on here. I saw that. That's interesting. Because I remember my school had 3rd generation iPod Touches. So that might be what it was. Deep freeze. Don't know what that is. And they had Firefox on there one point, I think. Either that or I put that on there. I think I'm the one that put that on there, but I'm not sure. They had QuickTime on here probably because of iTunes. Spybot, Sophos, Antivirus, Symantec, Print Shop 3. I remember that. I saw on some of the Macs. But there's that. Let's go ahead and get back on to the other account. But there's that little message. Not really anything interesting. Let's see here. And here we are back at the school account for this computer. And one other thing I didn't mention was this thing was actually originally at a elementary school, which was my elementary school, it was at the school that was 3rd through 5th grade, and at one point in time it was moved to the lower school grades, the kindergarten through 2nd grade school, and it was there until it was put away into storage and then eventually disposed of, or so they thought. But here's all the stuff that was on it, sort of, and it was pretty bland looking. But let's go ahead and look in these websites. But it looks like everything that's on the desktop that you try to open, it don't matter what you try to open, you can't get in. So most of these are pretty useless. Web browsers, it's literally all just links. That's lovely. Renaissance Learning. I see it on the desktop. That's nice. Let's go ahead and make it full screen. Internet Explorer for that full elementary school experience. And of course, it won't load because it's too old. Isn't that amazing? So let's go ahead and try Firefox to see if that makes any difference. Yeah, I remember now. I'm the one that put Firefox onto this computer. While I'm at it, I'm going to check my battery level. All right. We're good. I got a decent amount of battery left because I'm going to film as much as I can. And we're not going to import anything. Just skip this. Scoot up a little bit. I like having to reach and whatnot. Oh man, this thing runs horribly on the internet. No, we are going to keep Internet Explorer as the default browser. Alright, let's go ahead and minimize this and let's go ahead and see if we can get onto the Renlearn place, or the Renaissance place, whatever the heck it's called. Go ahead and copy this and paste it. Alright, so here's what the Renaissance place looks like now. This is, wow. I barely remember it looking similar to this back in middle school. Because the last time that I used the Renaissance place was in like 8th grade. But since then I haven't used it, and I don't even know if my account's still up, but I'm going to go and have a look, see if it is, because if it is, this will be one of the few chances I get to record it. Alright, put my credentials in. No. Oh my gosh, it's actually still here! But there's nothing. I remember back in 8th grade, it had like a record of all of the books that I used to take an AR test on. Had a whole record of them, but it looks like they done cleared everything off. Huh. Well, that's kind of depressing. Yeah, this was one of the things I don't remember about the computers back in elementary school. I never really paid attention to this, but yeah, gotta love the hard drive crunching noises. Okay, this is obviously no help. Okay, now that we know that I can't do anything with Renaissance Place, we're gonna go ahead and log out. And I got an idea. Let's try this. This is a classic. If any of y'all remember this, you are an elite. You are an elite. And it might not load, it might, but I highly doubt it will, considering this computer is 20 years old now, as of June 28th, 2020. There's the link. So we're going to try and get on to Starfall. It says it's connecting, but it looks like it's kind of hung up. Oh wow. Learn about website changes in 2019. Let's check this out, because I don't remember Starfall looking like this. What it seems like to me now is everything's just cash grab, because Back when I was a youngin' in elementary school, Starfall was just games, straight up. Oh, me. Alright, now seeing that it's on HTML5, we're going to have to see if anything actually works on this computer, considering this is an older browser that probably still uses Flash. I remember this game right here, I do. Would you like to install Flash? Well, at least it prompted me. Okay, folks, so upon trying to install Adobe Flash Player, I got this, and I can't find any other downloads for Windows XP at the moment. Crap. Oh well. Either way, I'm still going to take y'all to some websites that I used on the school computers back in kindergarten, first and second grade. I'm going to make this video worth something. So you guys saw Starfall and that Zack Rat game, I think it was called. Screw off. I don't want to use my default browser, but we're going to go back to Starfall for a little bit. This is obviously taking forever because it's a slow computer. And one other thing that we did on the computers in elementary school, specifically Windows computers, I think we used Dell Optiplexes in the computer lab before they got the 208 iMacs. But some of y'all might remember this, KidPix. That program was so fun, man. That was one of the many things that got me into computers. But the big thing that got me into computers was the 2008 iMacs. Along with the E-4200s, the Optiplexes, that's what all got me into computers and pursuing a career in computers. So I remember a bunch of these games right here. I remember the Earth Day game, the pumpkin game, and the turkey game. I remember the gingerbread game too. But we're not going to spend all the time on here. I remember some bedtime game where you made a train tracks in the bed, but I don't even remember what game it was. If I do find it, then I might show it. I'm trying to think about what else we did. Oh yeah, some of you should remember this. Oh me, I still have my account, but I don't think I could use it on here since this computer is so old. But this is the latest browser that Windows XP will support, so this OS is pretty much dead now, even though some people still use it. And some of the computers at my high school, well, before last year or so, some of the Dell Optiplexes there actually still had floppy drives in them, believe it or not. But back to the E-4200. This is the website I was talking about. Webkins. Oh me, this brings back so many memories. But the chances of it working on this computer are not very high. Alright. Yeah, it's clearly not doing anything. So we're going to go ahead and go back before we waste any more time and freeze the computer. Because knowing this computer, it probably would freeze trying to load Webkins. Trying to think of what else I had on this computer. Because I know we did Starfall and we did Webkins. Oh yeah. This game. Oh me. She's taking a while. Here we go. Pop Tropica. I remember playing this in 1st and 2nd grade. This brings back so many memories, y'all. Y'all have no idea. But most of these websites now, like Webkins and Starfall, like the mobile apps, they're just money grabbers now. So if some of y'all, not to be mean or anything, but some of you youngins that are like 7 or 8 now, that are just now watching this video and seeing Webkins and stuff, y'all missed out. Y'all really missed out on the golden era of the internet. Because the early 2000s or late 2000s was when the internet was, it was just fun. It really was, because that's when internet games were just starting to come up and whatnot. But I don't know if this would actually work on here. Okay, it's actually loading somewhat now. But I remember when they had like stuff for Diary of a Wimpy Kid on here and whatnot. And it was just fun, because I discovered this in 1st grade. Oh Lord, these characters are like wild looking now. Oh me. Alright, it's hung up. That's cool. We got the hourglass now. Let's try and close it. Oh Lord. Oh me, the full Windows XP experience. Or the school computer experience for that matter. Let's go ahead and try Control-Alt-Delete. Oh shoot. This is funny. Because I remember when the computers would freeze sometimes. Come on, end task. Yeah, it's like, it's completely locked up. Oh me. Alright y'all, so I just went ahead and restarted the computer because it was hung up and it was obviously not budging. Oh me. Okay guys, we are back at the desktop, and I would pull up another game on this computer, but I doubt that it will load and I don't feel like restarting it again. But I did play Ultimate Flash Sonic on this computer, or why did I say this computer? I played Ultimate Flash Sonic back in elementary school on the Dell Optiplexes that we had in our 2nd grade classroom. Played that game. I played Mario Tractor, I think, and Sonic Lost and Mario World. So that's about it for the 2008 through 11 elementary school experience that some of you would know, some of the millennials. Well, anyways, but I'm going to go ahead and shut the computer down. And y'all will, and I do well remember this on the Optiplexes when it would show the saving your settings, ending your session windows of shutting down. This, amongst many other school computers, is what got me into computers. So just for giggles, we'll have a look around the computer. Here's the speakers, monitor, and keyboard. Also ignore the black Dell mouse. the OEM mouse does not work anymore as of 2017, I believe. That's when I got it though. And here is the computer itself. It's not as yellow as it looks. I got really bad lighting. I apologize for that, guys, but that's probably why it was running like crap, because the hood was still on it. So I bet if I took the side cover off, it would have ran a whole lot better, because it's got a little cowl on the power supply to vent the air onto the CPU. So anyways, guys, I think that I'm gonna have to end it here for this video because it's gotten kind of long. But looking at it now, it's crazy that this computer has survived 20 years of having like a really rough life, because it was used, they probably used the snot out of these back when it was at the elementary school. Then it was in storage for 6 years almost. And then it was tossed into the junkyard, and then I found it and restored it. I haven't been to 100%, but I've come really close to restoring it to its former brilliance. Anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If y'all enjoyed it, be sure to put some comments down below. I love to see y'all's comments, and let me know about your memories of school computers back in elementary school days. And subscribe for more, guys, and I will be seeing y'all later. This is on June 28th, 2020, the 20th anniversary of the Gateway E-4200 from my elementary school. And here's to the next 20 years of this computer. This is the Technical Wizard, signing off.